Jake Garegnani here, and our San Diego Gulls are getting ready to start a brand new season in America's finest city, and with it they will have a brand new team broadcaster, Aaron Cooney, joining us. Aaron, first of all, how excited are you to be the new voice of the San Diego Gulls?
Super stoked. One, for me to get back into broadcasting. This is a dream come true to get kind of back on that career path for me, and then also to come back to San Diego. When you mentioned America's finest city, this is all I think about. I fell in love with this place for the couple years I was here, and to come back here and be a part of this organization, it's fantastic.
You had done some broadcasting earlier on in your career, but you've been away from it for a little while, and now you've kind of got that taste again. Kind of walk people through your story and how you got back here.
Yeah, I went to school to be a broadcaster. Being a hockey play-by-play broadcaster is what I wanted to do. That was my dream job. I got started in a junior hockey team in Erie, Pennsylvania, the Erie Otters of the OHL. So a lot of those guys drafted to go to the NHL, so I got a real good taste of what some of these NHL stars of the future, saw them there, that kind of development. As you kind of get a little older, and I was looking for a new challenge, and that's when it came the opportunity with San Diego Gulls coming out of the pandemic into that first kind of bubble year in Irvine. They needed a new PR person and head of broadcasting, so I hung the headset up, got out of the broadcasting, was kind of more that front office role into that. But that second season with San Diego, we were still battling some of those COVID protocols. I got kind of called in out of the bullpen to put the headset on. We needed somebody to fill in because of the way testing was. And man, it just kind of re-sparked my love for broadcasting, what I really enjoyed doing. So that kind of just re-sparked things for me. Then left to continue my PR career. I was with the Los Angeles Kings all of last NHL season. And then this opportunity kind of came up. And I said to myself, this is probably the last time I'd ever get a kick at it. Let's go for it, see what happens. And, fortunately, I was able to, develop great relationships with the organization, and they were interested, wanted to see if I was interested in coming back, and it just kind of all fell together where I hired back and back into broadcasting and doing what I love doing.
That's awesome. And you're a hockey guy through and through. I think I saw something, you broke your ankle playing hockey at one point in your life. Is this true? You're a hockey guy through and through, right?
This was last summer.
So recently, okay.
I was playing floor hockey in 4S Ranch, in the one league, the San Diego Floor Hockey League. And I took a slash. I was out for the entire season. I got out of shape, and now I'm trying to work myself back into it. So still play a little bit.
I love it. What are your expectations for AHL teams? Are so hard to figure out sometimes. Brand new coach in San Diego, new team a lot of times with new pieces. What are your expectations for this Gulls squad?
I think from learning the coaching staff and seeing what the vision of Pat Verbeek is, the GM of the Anaheim Ducks, is really creating this culture, and a winning culture, where he wants this group to start in the American Hockey League. These young guys that are coming in, you're going to develop, they're going to learn the systems, they're going to learn the way we operate, and that's going to transition right into the NHL Ducks when their time comes, and that team's going to take off in itself. So it's going to be development. I think you look at the roster and what we think may be coming our way. We're going to be a bit younger. We're going to see some good talent coming in from some of the Canadian Hockey League teams. We still got a great group of veterans that are still around. Chase DeLeo's a name that everybody remembers, and he's here back, and he's healthy, ready to go for another season. So I think what we'll see is a little bit of mix of everything. The development part, it's going to be an exciting group to see. You're going to see those young guys, they'll make mistakes, but I think they're going to learn from that. And as the season progresses, we're going to really learn about what this team's all about. But over the course of the next couple of years, that group should be being prepared going up to the NHL Ducks.
And of course, the Gulls have produced lots of NHL players, including a lot of young talent on the Ducks right now. You think of Troy Terry and a bunch of these guys, Zegras, all those guys. Yeah. What is it about that young talent coming through that helps the Ducks kind of move forward in their progression?
You need that mix of youth along with it, not just for it's a faster league. The younger guys are more prominent now, you're kind of seeing, especially around the NHL. And a big component of that too is those guys are a little cheaper. They're entry-level contracts, so it helps you kind of build things out around that. But these guys that are coming in, you look at some of the top-end talent, and we'll kind of get our first look at Leo Carlsson, the second overall pick by the Ducks at the rookie tournament coming up this weekend in Vegas. These guys can, maybe they step right in, it takes off, or it takes a little time, but we get the chance to watch them marinate down in the American Hockey League before they're ready to go for the NHL side. The youth movement, that's going to continue, and for us, it's and like looking at how this roster may shake up, we're going to see a lot of that down in the Gulls.
Speaking of the youth movement, the Gulls did kind of hire a spring chicken here as their head coach. What does Matt McIlvaine bring to San Diego?
You're getting a passionate coach and teacher. I got a chance to sit down with him for about an hour and 15 minutes a couple weeks ago when I first started. And we just kind of chatted, just like you and I right here. Just as I didn't get in too deep into what his philosophies and everything. I think they're still learning that with a new head coach in Anaheim as well. So they're kind of getting those in sync. Last couple of weeks in game plan and how systems are gonna operate and everything. But when you talk to him, his energy and his just positioning, he is just infectious. You eat up what he says. You believe in what he wants to put out there and what he's going to do with this group and what he wants to see them accomplish. So, you're getting a guy that's also a proven winner, back-to-back championships. They're just coming out of Germany and the time that he spent there. So, an opportunity, a guy like this, for a chance to come back home, bring his family back to the United States, and the opportunity like this with this organization.
Year after year, the Gulls seem to lead the AHL in attendance, and the atmosphere is unbelievable down there at the sports arena. First of all, how excited are you to kind of be a part of that atmosphere, and do you expect it to continue to grow the way it has? And why has it grown so well? Kind of a three-part question for you.
You know what? There's a lot of answers I think you can go with that, but I think this has always been from what I learned quickly when I first started enjoying the Gulls, it's a hockey city. Yeah. Like, there's been hockey here since the 40s, pro hockey at that. I know you had kind of different iterations that have come through, the different version of the Gulls and a couple other teams that have made its way through in the various leagues. But people are very passionate about that, and they're happy to tell you about. I remember watching this version of the Gulls and we know about Willie O'Ree. And then I think you also have a lot of transplants from around the country. It's funny to me too. Like, you go to a game and you're like, that's wrong jersey. Like, nobody on this team is playing. So, but you just have people just want to come and see a good hockey game. They miss it, the sport, and it's there's a lot of things you can do in this city. But man, to be able to walk in and a pair of shorts and a T-shirt and go to a hockey game and then head back out and enjoy the rest of the evening, like this city is something special in terms of its hockey community. And I think it just continues to grow and build on top of that. So looking at last year, I know it wasn't the year that everybody was hoping for fan base wise, but they kept tearing out. Yeah. I mean, you still look at some of those box scores and some of the maybe the score on the ice for the Gull side wasn't great, but you're still seeing 9, 10, 11,000 showing up for this game. Like, this city loves its hockey, they love their Gulls, and for me, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to be here to stay.
What element are you most excited to add to the broadcast? Especially because you're a one-man show most of the time on these Gulls broadcasts. For the people that either get to watch you on TV or listen to you on the radio, what are you most excited to add to something maybe they weren't getting before, or something that you bring new?
You know what? I like to have fun with it. Like, it's in the end, sports are supposed to be fun. Sports are fun. I'll get a chance to, maybe I have a different call than some other people, and everybody asks me how I kind of do it. I don't have an answer for you. Exactly, just kind of flows. But from the guys that I used to listen to that could get you on the edge of your seat for a routine play in the middle of February in a game that maybe doesn't really matter or have any impact, that's what I want you to bring. I want you to tune in, be excited. You're gonna have a good time. We're gonna entertain. You're gonna be able to visualize what's happening on the ice. I want you to be able to pick up what I'm saying and play that in your head as the game goes on. So, people, the folks back in Erie, I have a penchant for I can pick up or memorize movie quotes and song lyrics. So I'll try to throw some of those in here and there. So if you figure out what I'm talking about, tweet it at me or something. But people are like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, I don't know. I saw this in a movie. It sounded like it might fit in some point to describe something, and it works, at least for me. So no, it's we'll have a lot of fun with it. But the most important thing is just making sure that these games are delivered in a professional way. Gulls fans get to tune in every single night and know what's going on and be able to follow along with their team.
Yeah, I love that. The good news is the hockey's the easiest to broadcast. Slow-moving game, no hard names.
Yeah. Same groups out there. There's no change. Yeah.
I mean, anyone can do it. On a more serious question, speaking of hockey, it's coming here to San Diego at the professional NHL level. Yeah. Fill the folks in on that and what the Ducks are doing down here.
This is something really exciting, and I know it's the first time in over 30-some years that an NHL game is going to be played in San Diego. It's going to be at Pechanga Arena on September 29th. The Anaheim Ducks, they're bringing their group down, and they'll play against the LA Kings at 7 o'clock. So it's an exciting time. This is something I know the Gulls have been working on to make happen with the Ducks to come down and play a preseason game and get that going on down here. So to see the return of NHL hockey in San Diego on September 29th, tickets are they already went on sale last week. You can get them at sandiegogulls.com. But really excited to see the NHL back into San Diego, and a taste of, it's going to be some of the younger guys that are filling in there, but another taste of just NHL hockey right here in San Diego and how it continues to grow and prepare these guys for the next step when it's ready to go to the Ducks in Anaheim.
And there's no fight of allegiance for you with some Kings shirt underneath or anything, Ducks? We're all Ducks now, right?
All the black and silver is all gone.
The whole closet's cleared out?
It's clear, yeah. Yes. I could not, I switched allegiances twice, so this would be the last one. I can't do it again.
Good. So that's the Ducks. Gulls going to play a preseason game and get this thing going. Fill us in at the beginning of their schedule.
So we'll start off one preseason game for the Gulls. They'll be on the road in Ontario at the beginning of the month, and then it's just jumping right into the season. See a lot of Ontario. That's our biggest rival. So on October 13th, we'll open up the season up at the Toyota Arena, start off the season there, and then bring things back home for the first home game, the home opener on October 20th. That's one I'm looking forward to get in the sports arena for another opportunity with the Gulls fans. And that day, we got 3 different giveaways that they're giving away between rally towels and light up wristbands, a hockey stick cooler bag that will be given away. So a lot of fun stuff coming, and we know just how much fun these games end up being. So looking forward to bringing that action, the energy to the Gulls fans.
The new broadcaster for the San Diego Gulls, Aaron Cooney. Anything I didn't ask you about you want to add before I let you go, man?
No, we had all the points, man. This is great to catch up with you, and looking forward to working with CBS 8 and everybody here in San Diego.
Awesome, man. Can't wait to hear you out there, and go Gulls, huh?
Let's go Gulls.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.